Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind. Scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this returnable for Rager. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by their 3rd-year quarterback from Missouri, Drew Lock. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lock. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is out of bounds right around. 30-yard line.
This is our time.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second and 2, Locke. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back up.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Locke going to throw. Steps away to his left. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Locke flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second and 10, Locke. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On play action, Locke. And Ingram hauls it in. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, no. They'll turn to their self-scouting report, and every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Handoff comes to Cook. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division title's a wild card spot. Up for grabs, so those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes Rager. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Henderson, touchdown, Chargers.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run the counter with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here, eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. K.J. Hamler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Lock. Touchdown, Chargers. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Garoppolo on first down. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And certainly they are pleased to know that they will be in the postseason. That's the good news. They've clinched a spot at least. The bad news, at least for now, they would have to make a run out of that 6-hole CD, and that's not an easy prospect.
Not at all, especially with how loaded this...
Touchdown, LA! K.J. Hamler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And This will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up."
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the 39, Garoppolo looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo finding some room at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coach.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jason Pierre-Paul make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They look to throw. It's Locke.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now it's Locke. Out to his left. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he fields it cleanly. And not only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Here's a give to Etienne. A 1st down and more, Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the center.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's pick.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Here's Locke to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. To throw it is Locke.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Garoppolo now. And it's complete to the right side. It's Marshall.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10. from the gun. It's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Garoppolo. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now ETN to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. As we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got to this one away. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything? Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's held. The Broncos say they have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Open man is Uzomah. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So this one's over. It's in the win column.